Welcome, everybody. AJ, good to see you. Christian, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you coming in just at the right time with that song drop. Let's kill the volume a little bit. And funny enough, AJ, I've actually been playing quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh today. Was actually doing some PvP and Master Duel for the first time. Actually, seriously, gotta grind gems for some of the decks I want to build. And we're gonna be doing the same thing for Duel Links, but I figured I would go live at least for this one. I have, yeah. It's actually kind of insane. It's great. I'm in the position where people you can easily OTK so many people when it comes with like dinos where I'm at in Master Duel, so it's great. I don't believe it, man. I don't know. I'll have to show some duel logs or something like that. It's actually great. I've been trying to grind gems to like finish off the Dark World deck, which I kind of have a build paired, but like nothing super super consistent probably pulling off. So I need to learn how to play the deck and all the new stuff that dropped. Yeah, we'll do something with Master Duel at some point. You gotta have to pull out of the proof. I mean, I could try to see if the Switch has like my duel logs, and I'll prove it to you, my guy. Hope you're doing well, though. Kind of bricked it. We were actually opening pretty good, but now we're kind of like hitting Brick City. I guess we can make Dante mill 3 and then pass. Really not much else I can really do. Let's see. I've also, believe it or not, I've also been jumping into doing some more Honkai Star Rail. Not bad, actually. I actually just got to the point where they give you auto battle, which is great for like those small, like, you know, battles that just come across. So like, I'm actually pretty excited we got that. So we list out on Dad, but we did get Scarm in the grave, so that's actually kind of decent. So we can use that to at least get toward Dad. I was having a bad day, but unironically, got better. Well, sorry to hear that you had a bad day, but I am glad to hear that it's getting better. There's actually a really good quote from another YouTuber called The Cali Effect. It's like, don't let the start of your day ruin the rest of it. I'm glad to hear it got better. I'm doing good, man. I got a lot of shit done, actually. Did everything on my list pretty much of things I want to accomplish with like 2 or 3 things left before like 2 p.m. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a streamy stream. Let's do a streamy stream in addition to the one we do tonight. DM. Dark Magician's fine. Dark Magic Attack. We play like no back row, so you know what? That's fine. That is fine. You're gonna oh wait. He's gonna bring back, oh, this is fun. Yes, bring back any of my Burning Abyss. Give me the search. Do it. Yes, do it. Yes. I love this game. It's so good. Oh, that is amazing. Banish 3 cards from top of your deck face down. Discard. Add all ooh, that's actually not too bad. Finally played Star Rail and unlocked the All so the prediction is your bro under level 10. Are you talking about Trailblazer? Yeah, I think last I checked, I could be wrong though. Trailblazer level might be like 7 or something like that. If I haven't really been able to delve much into it just with everything going on from like the wisdom teeth extraction stuff. But I do want to jump back into it. So between that and a few other games I've been having stashed away, I've been trying to be better. This is also kind of hilarious too. They use this card to banish 3 cards. I can use my skill to like basically make those 3 cards gone for good. I'm terrible, so let's do it. Mind of the Plana. And that's it. That's how you play the game. GG. We'll see if they actually scoop after that. I don't know if they will. At least play the story. It's actually good. I'll have to take your word for it. I heard Star Rail. Yo, it's the myth, the Potato himself. Dude, it's good to see you, man. Hope you were doing well, Potato. I saw you were streaming Garfield last night, but I wasn't able to attend. But dude, good to see you, man. How are you doing? It's been a little bit since you and I have chatted. So banish that. Banish Mind of the Plana. It's so good. I love this ability. It's just so dumb. Like, it gives Farfa so much more application and use, but this to me goes better. But you're continuing the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons? Yes, we will be doing more Seasons content throughout this week, but for Sundays, I've decided to like try to dedicate as much as I can to card games exclusively because that's just, you know, it's kind of like what got the channel off the ground running. So we got to keep we got to keep the card game stuff. Libic, sure, we can do Libic's effect of summons. Not a big deal, but it is fine. But Flower Boy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Today, I'm just going to be, for this stream, just focusing on PvP and trying to grind gems. Because there are a few decks I do want to build, or I need to farm through certain boxes. So grinding for gems is going to be the best way to do it. Dude, it was so fun. Dude, I'm glad to hear it. Who's your main in Garfield kart racing? And the potato has been doing well. I'm glad to hear the potato is doing well, my guy. That is good. I've been meaning to reach out to you because I thought about you like recently because I've actually been starting to play Metallicaerox, and I've kind of started now getting to the point where shit's making sense in terms of how to play. I'm like, yo, let's go see how Spud's doing. Garfield, of course. Not a John main, I see. No Johns. Think about Honkai Star Rails that sometimes decision does matter like Genshin. I mean, to be honest, as much as I enjoyed and got into Genshin, like I think I have like 200 hours of my Genshin game since, you know, launch day. I've kind of just fell off the story super fast. Like as soon as, yo, what the hell? This extra deck is thick. What's this ability do? Generation of heroes. Add 15 elemental heroes to your extra deck. What the yeah, dude, I actually kind of want to build classic heroes from that. Damn, that's amazing. Yo, remember back when we could actually have more than 20 or 15 cards in extra deck? This is just, whoa. 200 hours rookie numbers. Oh, dude, absolutely. Absolutely. Activate Pot of E, if only, right? Rise of Pogs. Rise is good. I've actually, like, one of the things I really do like about Ryza is, like, as you're doing things, like, there's, like, these little side moments, like, little episodic, like, small, like, discussions and stuff, like, as an anime would do. Well, I thought that's actually pretty cool. We got two big boys, but we have, like, no graveyard fodder. We do have the Skarm, which is fine, but all these cards... I need to play Definitive eventually. Which Ryza game are you talking about? 1, 2, or 3? I think I'm in the midpoint for 1, but I do want to go through 2 and 3 as well. I think we'll go for the... Dante's fine. Yeah, Dante's fine. Ryza 1. Oh, dude, fair enough. It's pretty good. Apparently, we're also getting another, like, Atelier mobile game, which... Here's to hoping it does better than the last one, because the last one kind of died, like, so freaking fast. We got a Light in the Dark. I mean, that's progress. Progress, chat. How many darks engraved? Can I get Dad on the same board? We have 2 darks. I mean, technically, I could get Dad on board, pop the back row, and then... yeah, we can do this. We can do this. So we'll summon that. Oh, wait. No. It doesn't blow up because Dante is a BL, or a Burning Abyss. So that's just in play. No, we kind of screwed up the play, unfortunately. I'm interested. Hopefully it's better than the first one. Like the first one, it had some potential, but it just didn't really go anywhere. We have 2, so Dad should be live next turn. We also remove our search, but it's... you know what? We're probably walking into a trap, but that's fine. Jaden is playing with 21 extra decks, so I don't even care if we lose one. Yeah, like I found out about the Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Okay, I'm impressed. Very impressed. Do I have a hero deck? I probably could build a hero deck, to be honest with you. One of the decks I've been trying to grind for is Destiny Heroes, but I have enough components of the hero engine, such as Miracle Fusion and Soldier, to probably put something together. Probably could put something together. What happened to Ancient... What happened to Accent Gears? Accent Gears? Accent Gears are ancient history. No, I'm kidding. Ancient Gears, it's... Bro, Sparkman, what are you doing? Low lamp. I get you, man. I get you. With Ancient Gears, like, I don't know. Like, there was some support that dropped recently, but I just haven't had the time to, like, go back and tread through those waters. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I just don't have as much time as I'd like to like foster all the decks I want to build and stuff like that. Dad, we are going to summon you. We're going to banish the Seer, and then we're going to start picking off the... First, get rid of the Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This is out of sync for Jaden's character. More like it's a bad deck. Oh, AJ, my boy. I mean, it's not a bad deck. It's just such a one-dimensional deck where it's very fragile to some extent. You know what I mean? Like, if you get rid of all their things, like, they don't have a whole lot of recovery unless you start popping your things. But you need to have dedicated resources to make that even work out. No, we don't need to do that. Farfa, yeah, we can banish with Farfa. We'll banish the bubbles. I don't mean to burst your bubble, Jaden, but we're getting rid of your hero. And he's gone. Like that. Bro, just activate Maxi. I mean, if only it was actually in this game. I don't think Maxi's in a DL, is it? That'd be kind of nutty, actually, if it was. Good job. Honestly, Generation Heroes is actually kind of interesting. What else have I been up to? Dude. So I'm gonna speed run through a few anime arcs that I've been through since we've last talked. Let me actually pull up a message really quick to see how far it's been, my dude. Because a lot of shit's happened. A lot. Where are we in the anime arc? Okay, so March. Okay, I got you. So from March, yeah, and this actually coincides. So in the span of like 5 months, we had to speed run through a mortgage process. We got a house. That's why we have a green screen activation, all this stuff. March 7th. Oh my God. If it's actually March 7th, I'm dying, bro. March 2nd, dude, we were so close. We were so close. Bought a house. Well, mortgage. I got my wisdom teeth removed like a month ago, almost to the day, like a month ago. So that's been fun. Kind of like getting my foot back into like my new job that I've recently switched up. So seriously, like a ton of stuff. But I've also been trying to, you know, maintain the content creation grind. So it's definitely been quite a bit, man. What about you? Have you been up to anything? Aside from that, like those are like the biggest things. I've also like got some other dental work done I've been neglecting as well. But like the wisdom teeth, that was the big thing. But I can't believe it. If only it was March 7th. But we could just add 5 and call it good, right? Nothing new, I guess. I mean, that's not a bad thing, honestly. Nothing new just means things are kind of like, you know, level. Oh my God, these are bad mills. I mean, we can mill a Scarm, so we can at least get our copy of Tour Guide afterward. Same old here, besides playing HSR. I mean, HSR is fun. I do like their turn-based combat approach, and honestly, it's just been pretty fun. I've been trying to get myself to play more of it, but I've also been trying to work on like reviews for YouTube and stuff like that. So between Rise, I've also been delving more into Star Rail recently, but also Ori and the Blind Forest. That's kind of like my next project. My sleep school is so bad. I sleep at like 9 a.m. I feel like a vampire. It's fun, but I can't play it. Fair enough. Sleep is one of those things that you kind of need. I don't really think anything else has been really. No, pretty much that's it. Like the hundreds of $1,000s of debt, and then also like the wisdom. We do have like a special stream planned for this Friday for me turning 29. But aside from that, like not really too much else. I mean, it's a necessary pain. You're embarrassing yourself now. I won't tell if you don't. I won't tell if you don't, my guy. We're gonna try to go for an OTK here. If we can actually mill Farfa, we could probably OTK. No, we didn't get Farfa. Magician's Navigation. I mean, we do actually have access to White Princess, which isn't too bad, so we can reduce the attack of the DMs, which is fine. Birthday Pog, dude, another year older. My knees are feeling it. Oh, they're even going with this art. I don't know. Do people like this art? I feel like it's okay. You wouldn't have an OTK. I mean, now I don't. But usually Dante plus a Ghost or Gallia card, 43, easy OTK. You can just banish something off of Farfa and just start, you know, exceeding. We'll summon Tour. No, we don't need to bar. We won't have enough to clear up, so we don't want to banish our resource. I like the art. To me, it's reminiscent of like the second art, but I do not think it's like the best. I still think the original one's like the better one. So we'll go with Tour Guide. We will. How many cards in deck? 12. We'll avoid actually hitting the Fiendish Rhinoware so we can at least have some cards left in our deck. I mean, we could pop the back row, detach for that, and then so we can pop this, banish that. But we can't get over. The annoying thing is that we. Well, I mean, we could actually. No, we could do something. Yeah, we could do something. All right. So before we do that, activate White Princess. So that's at 60. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's better. Now I can actually start, like, you know, toppling over their board, which is pretty good because at this point they don't really have as many like cards and stuff like that. Let's go with Alucard. I don't like the art. I have Adams on MD. Adams? What do you mean by that? Oh, Adamancipator? Been also to watch anything Duel Links? What are you talking about, dude? You were just streaming Duel Links yesterday. Garfield, the arc. That's like your streams are always a Duel Links, right? Barfa effect. We will actually banish Illusion because he can have some utility. That's fine. The man is playing Gravekeepers. Respect. I love it. Yeah, true. I got you. You're just trying to be humble. Adamancipator is a really fun deck. I do kind of like the idea of the deck for sure because you kind of have to like play around what you end up excavating, and I also think the art is pretty cool. I actually do have the deck built in IRL, but it's kind of outdated these days. I think we'll go with Seer to contribute with the Dante loop. And I think we're kind of good. This can banish a spell or trap your opponent controls, so that doesn't really hurt us too. Next, I'm building up his Trap Tricks. Trap Tricks are pretty fun. Like, if you want a good control deck, like, Trap Tricks are pretty good. They got like their own kind of like pseudo graceful cherry. They got a lot of new support thanks to the structure deck. So this is probably either some kind of magician or something like that, or like Rod or something. So I think I'm more concerned with the back row. So let's try to fish this out. Drowning Mirror Force. Called it. Let's go. Disroid Kiteroid. I mean, we can't really do anything with that, right? Unless Beatrice allows us to. No, it has to be a Burning Abyss. Playing HS right now. Need to finish up the current event. Yo, no worries, dude. Thank you for dropping in, man. Hopefully the event goes well for you. We can't. You have nothing. Well, I mean, we can go for Bar, technically. I mean, if we can attack over the monster, then we can have Dante attack for game. So we're gonna risk it. So we're gonna summon Seer. Seer's gonna summon it. Actually, we could just summon Barfa and just banish their face down. Why put ourselves under unnecessary risk? Dado, thank you for the lurk, man. I appreciate you. Give you a quick shout out. If you guys like all things Duel Links, quote Duel Links, definitely go check out Potato. One of the most wholesome spuds on Twitch. He is the Potato. GG. I forgot we actually had Farfa in the deck, but it's kind of funny because we have like, or in the graveyard, so we had like so many things just going so. See that? We're climbing in the ranks. You're actually winning. That's rare. Oof. God, I'm right in my feels. We win from time to time. I can't say it's too often, but you know, we try. I think next stream though, when we, not tonight's stream, but like next Sunday stream, I think that might be a bit more when I actually try to test out some of the decks I've been cooking in the back burner. I'm pretty sure people are tired of seeing Dante just coming through and just their deck. Why Agami though? I already have Sarah maxed out for Mind of the Plana, so I really like the ability, and I want to keep using it, but I want to keep leveling up Agami to get some of the level up rewards essentially. That's why. So they're gonna be able to get a Search of a Light Fairy type, which is pretty good. They could probably go for another Ritual or a Cyber Petite Angel. Yeah, Sarah's already like maxed out to 40. Agami's actually like a 37 or something like that. Like he's almost done too. Level up, you got it, man. The gems are there. Gems are there for level ups, you know what I mean? You can activate this effect. This card can attack a second if your opponent activates a card effect that targets. Okay, so targeting is not something we really do too often, so I'm not too concerned. I think like the main thing that we use that targets is like what? Farfa and Alucard, and even then it's seldomly. Yep, that's good. I can't do anything on that. But honestly, yeah, like if I can, I'll try to use like characters that are not maxed out level just so I can kind of build up for that. I mean, all it does is send just banish stuff to the Shadow Realm. I mean, for the abilities that we have, like I just like how it turns into a permanent banish, but also like even then, like it still's not coming back. So for the Burning Abyss abilities, I'm kind of like, this is kind of like the direction I want to go. So Izana, interesting. So, oh my god, the tour. Oh my god, we got the White Princess and the tour guide. That is so good. All right. So first off, White Princess, right off the gate. I don't even think Honest is Honest in Duel Links. Let's find out. We might make some mistakes here, chat. The summon tour guide. We're gonna choose. Does Farfa target? I'm pretty sure he targets. Yeah, target a monster. So I'm not gonna do that. We'll grab the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. This is like super good though, like really good opening. Yeah, it erases it from the game completely, so you don't have to worry about it coming back or being brought back from other resources. That's why I really like Mine of the Plana. And of course, like the last game that we did where they banished like 3 of their cards, it was horrifying because they just lost 3 cards and used 1 card to get nothing out of it. Hoopsius, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. You're just playing the Yugimons. I guess we'll send Skarm to the grave because we don't really need to do anything else. As long as they don't have any, like, you know, hand traps, we kind of won. I don't think there's any protection in the grave they have. No, they do not. Well, that's attacking card. Yeah, so it's attacking. It doesn't do anything. Please no Honest. Please no Honest. It's damage count! Do we make it? Oh, yes, BLS, let's go. Oh man, that was so good. Like that was really, really good. Like the fact that we had White Princess and Tour Guide and BLS, like, yo, because like once you're detaching with Tour Guide, like you're gonna hit a dark for sure, because you could choose to go into like Fiendish Rhino Warrior and just, oh man, even Gordon Ramsay be like, yo, he cooked and that was a good dish. GG for the OTK. And that's kind of why I like Burning Abyss, especially like, you know, around this level. Like you can easily OTK, get the wins racked up, and just, I want Tears in Master Duel. Didn't they just like release this? I mean, honestly, like it shouldn't be too bad to get it. Oh, in Duel Links? I don't think that'll ever happen though. I think it would be too much for the game, but who knows? We'll see what happens, dude. Gravekeeper's Comet. Oh god. Oh god. Somebody insert a Ralph meme where I'm endangered. When you're a Burning Abyss player and you see them playing Gravekeepers, it's not good. It's not good. Emotional damage at this point. They even had the headsman with the Necro Valley. Oh, this is not good. This is the, okay, so they can't fusions. They're just gonna have, okay, so that's not terrible. Oh, so Necro Valley negates any card that would move a card in the graveyard, any effect that changes types, or, okay, so it's fine. So we can't use Dad, fortunately. So what is, it's been a while since I played Gravekeepers, so they have like a few negates and stuff like that here. So cards in the graveyard cannot be banished, negate any effect that would move a card in the graveyard to a different place. So I could still like do certain things, but not a whole lot. My hands are instinctively clicking the correct letters. Dude, you're fine. You're fine, man. Honestly, when I'm like typing and texting to you, like sometimes it's just abysmal, like on the autocorrects. It kind of does shut us down, man. It kind of does, unfortunately. We probably should have actually had Farfa have the ability, because I can't special summon with Seer. Yeah, you really can't do much with the Burning Abyss when I'm playing against Gravekeepers. And unfortunately, we don't have any like MST or anything to deal with this right now. So it is what it is. We'll figure something out. We do have Kiteroid, so we can at least get one activation. Yeah, so I mean, we can at least get one activation. Exactly what I was waiting for. All right, kind of expected that, but I mean, it's kind of good to get rid of this now, I guess. Can I read Necro Valley? Here, I'll give you some time. All Gravekeeper monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Cards in the graveyard cannot be banished. Negate any card effect that would move a card into the graveyard to a different place, and negate any card effect that changes type or attributes in the graveyard. Which means, kinda fucked. That's fine. We'll set the Book of Moon. It's now dubbed Book of Moon because it's much easier to get this card now. It's no longer Book of Money. I mean, no wonder why we're facing off against somebody playing Necro Valley. Their character's name is Itachi. Necro Valley Temple. What? While the Gravekeeper monster and Necro Valley are in the field, your monster your opponent controls loses 500 attack. Once returning to the main phase, you control no field card zone. You can activate a Directive Valley directly from your hand or graveyard. That's actually not too bad. I mean, it's kind of slow, but the fact that it kind of just like allows you to get Necro Valley from hand or graveyard is pretty good. Like if you could activate it straight from deck, that would be insane. But it's still not bad though. Well, both the Gravekeeper and Necro Valley are both. I mean, Temple's fine. During main phase, this card is fusion summoned. Got a Book of Moon. Thankfully, it's not a quick effect, so Book of Moon kind of prevents us from one turn. Plus, again, GY stuff, but not everything uses a GY. Exactly, yeah. Necro Valley is, or like Gravekeeper is kind of like that one deck where a lot of times, if it's a very graveyard heavy reliant deck, like using your graveyard as a secondary resource, you're gonna be in for a bad time. But it doesn't inherently mean like you're gonna. So what we could actually do, graveyard check, we have 3. Okay, this is gonna be weird as us, but I guess we have to do it. So we'll summon this. We're gonna normal summon the Kiteroid. And then that allows us to have 3 exact. We're going to be taking some damage, though. Summon the Dad. Dad can technically get over Commandant now. She'll have... And then, what is her defense? What was Priestess? 15? Yeah, that's not going to be good. I mean, we still got over that. Now that she's just going to be top decking. And I don't think from your hand or field or grave. Okay, so they have to like draw the graveyard for her effect to be. Oh, they drew a monster. That's fine. So it's kind of irrelevant. Short Soul Tenny best deck in Duel Links or Master Duel, man. Yeah, so there's something Supernaturalist. That's kind of be expected. And then we lose. That's fine. That's fine. It was Gravekeepers against Burning Abyss. So what are you gonna do? Master Duel. I mean, Sword Soul has always been pretty good, especially with all the negates and stuff they can pull out, and the deck can float pretty good too, right? I believe it. To be honest, dude, I think the best deck in Master Duel is it's always been Ice Barriers. That's why nobody plays it, because Ice Barriers are just too good. An obvious joke, by the way. GG. Next matchup, please. No more Gravekeepers. Necro Valley was just too good. Oh, I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about that. So I think we're good. I think we're safe now, chat. We would have a better shot up against Aroma Strategy, so it may not be Harpies. I mean, we can make a... Yeah, I guess we could make a Deontay. We could do Dante, and I guess we could also make Beatrice if I really wanted to as well. We'll see how our mill's looking, then we'll go for possibly for the... It's easy. 2 normal negates and doesn't look like a big deal, but it is. I mean, negates are pretty huge, honestly, because like usually when you're playing like, you know, any deck that has mass negates, like if you're knowing what your opponent's playing, you can kind of gauge like the importance of certain negates. We lost our dad. We got the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. We're hitting another Scarm. Not a huge that, but it is. I guess what we could do is we could hit the Fiendish Rhino. Well, I mean, technically it doesn't matter if we're gonna go into Beatrice. Alich is going to be a negation, especially at spell speed 2 with Beatrice board. We could just do that. And then we'll go into Beatrice. I'm not too sure what they're playing, but Beatrice could just be good. For the fact that we can use either Ailish to negate a monster's effect, like if they do something like a Channeler, or if we just want to banish it outright. Any response? I mean, I'll take the gems and the win if I need to, but any response? Beatrice was just too strong. Too strong. All right, GG. Why used to be playing Harpies? He's using Mai and using Harpy Ladies. That's my assumption, but let's take a look. I was right. I mean, there's Harpies. Actually, it's a lot. It's like a love letter to Mai. I love it. Harpy Lady Sisters, Channeler, everything. It's so good. Even the Amazoness, because she did play that in like the first or 2 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, that's totally fine. Out of respect for the Harpies and the Amazoness. Amazoness is actually a really fun deck. When we actually built that on stream here, that was a hell of a fun time. I actually really did enjoy it. And Amazoness, I mean. Yes, the gems. That's what we need. All right, back to PvP. Back to PvP. I want to see your character levels. I got you. After this game, I'll show you some of the character levels that we're rocking with here. Let me educate you why a duelist like you are a dime of a dozen. All right, let's see what you got, Dr. Vivian. Oh, I mean, we have White Princess, not too bad. We also have the dad. Special summon Rubik. Okay, good. I was about to say my internet connection is not shit right now. No. It's not me, Chad. It's not me. Go for Dante, turn 1, my comfort zone. Stop cheating, bro. I can't even do that, man. Trust me, I would not do that. Mill 3. That's not too bad, actually. We almost have Dad alive already. We did not exceed 3. Yeah, we have 2 right now, so that's good. So if our Dante goes away, we'll have 3 in the grave, and we'll also set up with Tour Guide and a White Princess, which will be good for popping stuff. So I'm pretty happy with that. Arms effect. Yep, we're gonna go for our copy of Tour.
Now, what will you do?
I'll give you a private lesson. It's
My turn. Yo, it is Ancient Gears. Let's go. Show me what you got, Doctor. Oh no, he never stops cheating. Oh, Salad, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I was gonna cheat, I would make myself be like an unstoppable winning machine. But then again, I would also think that people would find it suspicious. So I'd have like a 60 to 40 win ratio. Hope you're doing well, my dude. No. I'm a wholesome. Wyvern's fine. Their back row is kind of filled. So I'm assuming they might go for... He can't search Gear Town, no. So he might search out for a Reactor Dragon? Yeah, so Reactor Dragon's coming out. He's ready to play. The back row could be the continuous spell. You've activated my trap card, Truth Bender. Bender from Futurama? That's pretty cool. I'll take that. What does Truth Bender do? Does it just make me bite his shiny metal ass? Bro, silver players can actually do plays. Apparently, yeah, they can. We've been doing a few plays. Ancient Gear Reborn. I mean, that's fine. I like that take, dude. It's so good. Futurama is back again, so you gotta take those moments when you can, right? I want Dad. We're gonna summon. So actually, this is gonna be weird. How do I get Dan on board? My play was actually going to be something different, but now we can't really do that. How do we bring out Dad? Major Zero, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the metal community. It's good to have you here. Hope you're doing well tonight. Bride's voice is a little bit different. Oh yeah, Billy West he's definitely a bit more in years, like 10 years, and he's like 40 or 50. So it's going to be like, I noticed right away that he was, you know, older and a bit more deeper, but it's, you know, it's still a respectable effort. Once per turn, if you control the monster, special symbol, blah, 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 blah. Only make rank 3. Now we can make links, I think. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take the ultimate gamble. We're gonna mill 1. Yes, I know, Puka. It's ridiculous milling 1 with Dante, but I want to hit 3 darks. Oh wait, this is good. This is good. We hit Seer, but we could still bring out our Burning Abyss. Holy shit. We can still summon Dad. We're good. Last year, Master Duel, so I ran from the madness. Oh, I feel that. Master Duel is sometimes not in the best place, so I like to escape from that and go to Duel Links. What deck do you play in Master Duel out of curiosity? Let's just start popping things here, right? Yeah. Rank 3 kind of mid, though. You're calling Dante mid? I mean, he's kind of mid. He's kind of mid. But when you use him correctly, you know, it's good. Mill 3 now, thankfully. Let's go. Finish? No, because I think we have win. I doubt he has something like, whatchamacallit, Kiteroid in hand, so we're just good to keep pressing. I feel bad, but I don't because it's Crowler. Crowler is getting what he deserves from season 1 and 2 treatment. I haven't actually had to deal with Cashier too much in Master Duel, but then again, I stay kind of a lower echelon because I don't play PvP too often. It is, but I'll have a struggle against it. I think it's just mainly depending on your matchup, I guess, then, right? I've never really had much issues with Cashier either, but I can see how there can be some issues. But yeah, like so far, the Futurama new season's actually been really, really good. I mean, when you have 7 negates on field, yeah, that's it's language like that kind of makes me like, I'd rather play Yu-Gi-Oh, not Solitaire. I feel that with Duel Links, the games are much quicker and they're not as ridiculous. Peak performance with Mountain. You may not like it, but this is peak performance at its finest in Duel Links. Let's go. Peak performance. It's so good. Increase the attack of all dragon, wing beasts, and thunder monsters by 200. That's 1 more than 199. It's insane. The advantage and value is so good. I love it. 200. You heard me, AJ. You heard me. I love this. Ancient Sanctuary cards are coming back. Bro. Alright, that's cool. I was hoping we had tour guide, but it's fine. I'm assuming this could be Magic Cylinder. Why did we assume it was Blue Eyes? I never assumed it was Blue Eyes. I didn't assume it was Blue Eyes. We'll normal the Seer. And then we'll try to special summon a Skarm. Play this game when it released, and I think I quit when 1 box released after Subterra's. Was at that time was like Subterra kind of like just running dominant and just kind of killed like the enjoyment and diversity of the meta. Because honestly, like I've been playing this always, you know, since launch here and there, like on and off. But I would never like really get too deep into the meta, if you know what I mean. Mirror Wall isn't. What is the verbiage on it? Each of your opponent's monsters conduct an attack this turn, as long as the card makes it fit them the field. Interesting. Interesting indeed. If we can get lucky in mill 3, we could just get Dad to pop it for us. Used to love Subterras. I mean, the fact they made a really good flip effect archetype is always really appreciated. I've loved when Konami made like a somewhat slow or dead archetype, like type, into something viable. We have 1, 1, 2. So we have. Okay, so no, we're not there quite yet at dad level, but we will in a second. So what we'll do is we'll summon Beatrice. Thankfully, we can use Scarm to pitch off for Beatrice, and then we have 3 darks in the graveyard, and now we can summon dad. So good. I think it was Metaphos, which came after sub. I was not a fan against when like Metaphos were super like, you know, consistent, just because it made everything so much longer, because by the time it's my turn, they're like, okay, cool, it's my turn, I draw. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to standby phase, and they just hold onto my shoulder like, wait, you mean our standby phase? And then they just proceed to play for like another 2 minutes. I'm like, bro, come on, I want to play. And they were like so good at recurring. It's basically just like, you know, I'm gonna keep getting stuff banished and just get back. I mean, I think Thunder Dragons had somewhat of the same whole banish recur thing, but I don't think it was as obnoxious because, you know, you still had your standby phase. It wasn't shared between you and your opponent. I gotta say, like, so far in this stream, Dad has been really popping off today. Good job, Dark Armed Dragon. I'm just here for the gems. That's what we need to do. Metaphos art is cool. Oh yeah, the art is really cool, and especially the fact they're retrains of like old classic cards. Chef's kiss. I kind of wish we got like a Metaphos Serpent Night Dragon, but we never did. Oh man, this could be Hysteric Sign. I'm gonna do it anyway. If she is playing Harpies. Warding Point, interesting. I mean, we kind of had a bit of a bricky hand. Like, opening up with 1 Burning Abyss is not good. However, Crane kind of might allow us to kind of like start cooking. It just really depends. At least with Crane, it becomes a Dante. Just having too many spells in our opening hand is not good, just because it limits what we can. This deck likes to just send our deck to the grave and then just make Dante as consistent as possible. So that's basically what we do. Unfortunately, we didn't have any more Burning Abyss. Nil or Send, which is fine, I guess. We'll set the MST and the Book of Moon, and we'll go to swing for 25. And the cool thing is, we do now have our Farfa back under Dante, so he at least is alive for next. So Terry get hit by the Bandless, or they just get overpowered. Power creep. I mean, they might have got hit by the Bandless, or just, you know, like you mentioned, power creep. Unfortunately, it happens quite often these days, because honestly, like, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you don't make decks that are stronger than the previous one, I hate to say it, but Konami's not going to be making any money at that point. Hysteric Sign. I mean, it's fine if they use Hysteric Sign because they need to have a Harpy monster in the field. I want to say they're going to have a normal summon here, probably. Yeah, that's fine. They're going to want to use Elegant Egotist on that, but if we put this face down, they don't have a target for Elegant Egotist. And also, I believe there's no other Harpies that special summon itself without an existing Harpy monster in the. So, Book of Moon is pretty good. Yo, the dad. Check grave. We have already. Oh my god. Dad. What deck would I like to see at full power? Oh man, that's a good question. So, AJ, question: can I choose Duel Links or the TCG? Because that'll make an impact on my decision. Dad's not coming out, unfortunately, but we're still pretty good right now. We'll do Phoenix Rhino Warrior's effect to be able to hit a Seer to the grave so we can bring back another Burning Abyss just to have some resources. Wish we could craft cards and rush duels. I don't think it matters, I believe. What do you think Konami will spare us for this time? Fair. I would love to craft cards and Duel Links as well, but I feel like that would just kill a lot of Konami's profits. I'm thankful they gave it to us in Master Duel because of how much more cards are in the game, but I would love to craft in this game so much. Also, the Rush Duel event's going to be pretty interesting. Why not both? So we'll go with the TCG because I have more experience with the TCG meta than the than Duel Links, but I think full power. If I'm assuming we're going back to the time period itself, I think I would love to see how the Teledad format was really like. I never played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh during the Teledad format. But aside from that, if I could just choose any deck right now to be full powered again, without being too terrible, I think that Dragon Rulers would be fun. Because I've seen what we've done with Cashier and Telements, and I don't want to be a part of it. You struggling? Oh, we're not struggling too much. We'll make a Dante here. I don't know if we need to do Seer. Maybe could. Or I'm sorry, Beatrice. And then for Duel Links, I mean, I really enjoyed Noble Knights. Like before they nerfed the balance ability, I thought that one was just so much fun to do, honestly. We normal summon the Scarm, so we're gonna go for that one. I want Dark Lord to be freed in DL. I never really was I never joined the Dark Lord like hype. The art looks sick, but I just never really found myself wanting to go through it. Noble Knights were they were pretty bad. I will give you that. They were pretty bad. But it was so much fun. They were so consistent, my guy. 30 card deck. They're playing Yami. We're going to be getting a search. We're going to be getting tour guide. So I think we might just go for the Beatrice. So I have access to tour guide plus a spell speed to it. Have you ever done the casual duels to get farming skills? I've actually not. To be honest, I have not. I mainly just like, you know, do gate duels, auto plays and stuff like that. Is casual duels like a good way to farm skills? We'll add tour guide. Noble Knights broke bounce twice. It was so good. Drapion Reloaded. It was so much fun. Somebody's like, hey, just play Noble Knights. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'll be a part of the problem. And I'm like, yo, this deck is so balanced with balance. Now, Drapion, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Another thing that was also kind of dumb in Duel Links history at 1.2 was like the whole, the triple coin flip deck with like Desperado Barrow Dragon and what was it, like Judge or whatever it was called. Like that was stupid time too. I'm good. How's it going? It's going. We're just chilling with some Duel Links here, trying to grind for gems to get more decks so I could stop playing Burning Abyss. Not too much aside from that. And I also just got the day off from work, so I'm like, let's chill it with some of the coolest people on Twitch. If they're gonna go for a fusion or a ritual summon, I guess we can do this. Why not? Obviously, we're gonna keep the Yami. You know, this is a very powerful card, but I think we can manage it well. Desperado Dragon with guaranteed hits. It was so good. It was actually no, it was horrifying. It was horrifying. Even I mean, I built the deck, but I didn't subjugate people to it. I had morals. The Dark Magicians. This card is destroyed. So its attack is 3k. They can get over Beatrice. We gotta activate the effect. We just got it. We will send Dante to grave, and then we will send Arfa to grave. This will banish this. Also do. I'm gonna grab. Actually pretty good. We could chain Farfa's effect activation too. Yeah, so that's fine. But I don't think it needs to stay in the grave to resolve on like Scarm. The other thing that was horrifying was Cosmic Cyclone to switcheroo. Oh man, we're just bringing out all the times that we want to forget. I love it. But at least this is gone, so they can't really do anything else. You already got one of the Mirror 4. So I think we're okay. Farfa end phases comes back. On staccato. Okay. Let's see. Once per turn, you can banish a card. It's a quick effect, so we don't have to worry about relying on this. One thing I would love for us to do, if Konami is listening, I would love for you guys to give us Calcab of the Malebranch of the Burning Abyss. It's basically a compulse for back row. Like, to me, that just sounds fun. Doesn't it sound fun, chat? We'll go for Farfa, so I can probably banish the Dark Magician again. It's fun. Done. Yeah, we can get a 2-for-1 potentially. If this isn't not like a disruption back row, we can just use Alucard to pop the back row and then a Farfa to pop or to banish and just go for game. This should be enough for a game. Yes. Shirinu with prime level augmentation. No, dude, Shirinu seemed like one of the decks I always wanted to build, but just facing off against it, it was just brutal. It was just very brutal. We have Mind of the Plana. They have no cards in hand. I'm pretty sure we're safe. Yeah, so wait, 23, 40. Yeah, that's 100 enough. Yeah, that's 100 enough. Yeah, all right, good. I'm like, whoa, wait. Math, don't fail me now. I think we're good. GG. Just vanish. I mean, dude, here today, gone tomorrow. That's kind of like, I feel like something pretty consistent with card games. Like a deck will be very good for a while, and then it'll just drop off. Especially in the TCG, but also Duel Links seems to be getting quicker and quicker on that one as well. I don't know. I'm not the most, I would say the most reliable source of Duel Links meta history. I just like to stream this game. I also do it generally enjoy. Get King of Games. As the furthest I've ever gotten was either high platinum or like just barely at legendary 1. I don't have the time or the hours to like just go for cog, but maybe someday, Jamal. Maybe someday. I mean, we could summon this boy and then we could special summon the other boy. By the way, I made a new kind of like 5 UR tickets at the same. It was like all at the same time. That's insane. Was it during the like one of the events where they just kind of like were flooding us with like the UR tickets? Because I know there's been, I think we actually got like 2 or 3 so far this year, didn't we? Honestly, I'm cool with that. The UR tickets have definitely been pretty helpful to get like some final key pieces back. Maybe someday in a million years. If I can ever go full time, I would try to shoot for cog. But unfortunately, you know, Twitch doesn't pay the bills nor helps get insurance. 1, 2. So check grave really quick. We got a light. We got 1 dark. Okay, so we have another dark here. So yeah, we're good to use Phoenix to send Scarm to grave. So since we don't really have to rely too much on that, we'll also set this and just pass turn. Grab me the tour guide. And then next turn, Dante should allow us to be able to summon out. Because if all of our stuff survives, we can either mill 1, we get summon tour guide, summon ghost trick, pop something, have 3 in the grave, banish, summon dad, all the things, all the good things. I will admit though, if I were gonna go for King of Games, I would probably go for Duel Links over MD. So they're using the Dragon Knight's Path. I don't like that actually. I really don't. We do have the MST. I kind of wish it allowed me to chain to the activability. I guess it's fine. Priority, whatever. We don't understand the Burning Abyss language. Fair enough. Get rid of Galloping Gaia. The fact that it kind of kills any activation stuff in the battle phase is not good. Here I go. Is it Guy the Magical Knight? Yep, Guy the Magical Knight. We actually did play this deck for a little bit, and it was actually a lot of fun. I thought this was actually a very fun deck to play, too. The back row is a bit sus. They're better, but I guess we'll have to do our best anyway. Thank the Lord you are not playing Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, speaking of which, dude, Stale, it's good to see you, man. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, man? If it makes you feel better, this is a Baldur's 3 Gate free channel. I actually don't even have the game, nor do I plan on getting it. So you're safe for now. Does anyone know the Magic Cylinder Dark Magician Girl will be released again? I have no idea, Zoomin. But welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. I unfortunately have no idea. Was that like a bundle or something? Or as long as this survives, then we can bring out Dad. Because honestly, if we can get Dad just to pop his field, that would be huge. Because I mean, isn't Dark Magician Girl already a part of something? Like, already in the game? It was an event they did a few months back ago. I have no idea, honestly. Oh, a new world thing. Interesting. Oh, is that like the release for like the most recent world being Brains? So Candidia does the Book of Moon basically. I can't really respond to that too much. My brain isn't braining. Dude, you're fine. You're fine, Ajamal. My brain isn't really braining right now either. So statistically, we're more than likely to mill a dark if we hit one. I just really want to get Dad on board. Detach. If I mill multiple, because if we mill a multiple and we hit a seer, then unfortunately we can't do anything. So we'll try just to hit one. Damn, we've screwed up, chat. Screwed up. Just negate that. That's fine. Yeah, no bueno, no bueno. I was really hoping we would not hit a dark, but unfortunately we did. So now Dad isn't going to be live. We can use. Hopefully they do sometime soon. I don't know how often Konami actually tells us these sort of things. It would be kind of nice to know. We'll use Dante to bring back Seer. And then we can kind of like contribute to the Dante loop. Before they go into combat, if they don't have anything else, we can use White Princess during the main phase. Yeah, that's fine. Chat reminded that daily that Goku solos. I mean, Goku's fine. Goku's fine. I mean, it just depends on who you're talking about. You know what I mean? Goku's a fine character, I suppose. Go to White Princess effect. Take the 500. Let's go. But who does Goku solo? Like, are we talking like Jiren? Because that didn't really happen. And then the Dad is alive, thankfully for using that Dante to attack into it. So we're good now. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. Activate effect. Alia card. We're going to try to do this. Banish that. Or destroy that. Barfa's good. Let's go. Oh, man. The crashing Dante was actually a pretty decent move on our end. Let's go. He solos the anime verse. What about Saitama? I'm pretty sure Saitama could easily one-punch Goku. I think it's safe to proceed. Let's get the W. I mean, I'm pretty sure also even like, I mean, if it would be technical, AJ, Light Yagami could just write Goku's name into the Death Note, and that's the end of that. And then you get like one of those, will Goku be revived with the power of the Dragon Balls? Stay tuned next time for this exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. But also, but Goku, he's a pretty good fighter. I'll give you that. Orlando, it's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. How's it going? It's been a little bit. Yeah, but Goku's not a human, and the Death Note kills humans, not aliens. I mean, I don't think the Death Note actually established if it kills aliens. It just writes the person. So is Goku a person? Is he a noun? That's the question. But does Goku count his name in the Death Note? I think they say like whatever the person like believes their name is like what needs to be written into the Death Note. So if Goku's like, I'm Goku, then, you know, rip Goku. But if he's like, I'm Kakarot, then rip Kakarot. That's actually a good question, Puka. I've read the Death Note novel called Death Note 13, and I think it's whatever the the person identifies as their name is. They're kind of busy. I feel that. Life is very busy. Hopefully things are going well though for you. Busy doesn't always mean bad. Ailich! It doesn't really matter, but whatever. Finish, yeah, we'll use. I meant to click no. Also, why not go? What about Goku with a halo? Oh man, you can't kill what's already dead. He identified as L. I mean, L could be like, my name is actually Lalette, which is his actual name or something like that, but he doesn't. Oh, that's actually a good point. Scarm, yeah, we'll use Scarm for tour guide. I mean, Death Note, unfortunately, does have a few holes here and there, so who's to say? Oh, wait. Stable. There we go. We're good. Oh, Tenki. So I'm assuming Luna Lights? I mean, they did get some of the new support with the newest event, so I'm actually kind of surprised it took this long for us to actually see some Lunalight action. We actually, that reminds me, I need to go back and actually update Lunalights as well. That is a deck we did build quite some time ago. Lunalight Yellow Mountain. Let's go. There it is, Lunalight Fusion. Let's go. She has a little light, right? So it makes sense. It does make sense, yeah. It does make sense because that was like her deck in the anime, right? I haven't watched all of Arc V, but I kind of did see like which characters use like which decks. Which I don't know. Did anybody actually watch Arc V? Did you like Arc V with all the different dimensions and stuff like that?
I'm lost. Good luck in your future fights.
Too good. Just too good. Oh no, I'm not gonna like that one. That would be, I feel a little bit of a degen for doing it. Not gonna lie, I did try to watch Arc, but the dub annoys me. Then I mean, honestly, I feel like I feel like after so I've watched the dubs for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds, and they all did fine. I think Zexal is where I just kind of didn't want to watch the dub anymore, so I switched over to sub. Arc V sub, I would say, is probably much better. The dub is so good. Oh, Greg Abbey killed it as Yuseifu, though. I don't understand why they gave Jack Atlas, though, a British accent, since they're all from the satellite. Zexal was good. Zexal was, story-wise, was good, but I just couldn't really deal with the dub too much. I will admit, though, Yuma's voice actor did grow on me, but I don't know, I preferred the sub for, like, Zexal going onward. Though, Brain's dub, I thought there was some pretty good moments of that as well. I will detach that. Yo, we potentially have Dad next turn. Might have Dad. So we have 1, 2, yes, we have 2 darks and a light, so that's actually pretty sick. I saw up to season 2, but then Prime are on Netflix, and then out of the last season, Crunchyroll has all 3 subs. I mean, Crunchyroll's like that, unfortunately. Like, they generally have, like, a lot of dub, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, they kind of miss, like, some of the dub, but they have, like, all the sub. I also kind of wish... Last I checked, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4 is not on Crunchyroll either, right? Which is weird. Oh, it's the Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. That is not good. We do have Farfa, so I guess it prevents us from dying. We also have Kiteroid too. So I guess we can hit this. Farfa will banish the alternative. So that's good. And then we can still use Tour Guides detached after we make the Exceed to still have 3 dark, so Dad's live. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. So that's actually good to see. So draw. BLS2. Yo, this deck is treating me so good right now. All right, 1, 2. Okay, so we're good. All right, to confirm. So go for Tour Guide. Tour Guide's effects. I just need one thing in the grade to detach, right? Yeah, so we'll just go for a Storm to get us. And then we're going to... We can make Alucard to pop the back row. Yeah, we could do that. Fortunately, we don't have Farfa, so we can't really go for that route. But I actually would have preferred to use like Farfa for the detached target so we can banish the alternative and back row, but it's fine. So then go for Alucard, detach Skarm, in case they do survive this turn. And then summon the dad, the boy himself. And then we're gonna summon the BLS. We'll detach the white, or banish the white princess. Banish this. This is so dumb. We'll actually use Dad's effect to banish the Skarm, and then we'll just pop the alternative. There we go. Yeah, and then I think we're good. Take that, Kaiba. What's your opinion on Harpy Conductor? Oh my god, it's been a while since I've read the card. Let me pull up Google really quick. Harpy Conductor. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field of the GY. You can only use the following effects of Harpy's Conductor once per turn. If a Harpy monster you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one spell or trap you control instead. Not too bad with cards like Hysteric Sign and the other one that like gets destruction benefit. If another face-up Harpy monster you control returns to your hand, you can target one special summon monster your opponent. I mean, it's not bad. I think like if you're kind of like focusing a lot more of like the bounce cards like Harpy Dancer, Conductor could be really good, or like Harpy Harpist. I personally don't use too much of the bounce back effect on my stuff. But it is pretty good. I'm just not really super sold onto it because a lot of the times, well, I mean, you can use Harpy Conductor's prevention effect on your own stuff anyway. So I mean, it's pretty solid. I'll give it that. It's pretty solid. What about you? What are your thoughts on Conductor? I mean, if it had more like, I mean, Cyber Slash Harpy Lady is like my usual go-to, but Conductor is nice just for protection. And of course, Disruption, if you're getting like the kind of the benefit of using Dancer's bounce effect, or Harpist is like normal summon effect, which I've never really had to rely on too. All the heroes? I mean, we have 2 Burning Abyss, which I'm okay with. That's not water. Nobody did a Hydrate. And don't worry, it's just a ghost. Ha! It's not even a real drink, it's just a ghost. No, we've actually had plenty of water today, so I'm good. Anytime now, Jaden. Anytime now. I think it's greater than when you read it. You can easily outsmart some decks with it. I won a duel with it today because I was out playing Cyber Slash my opponent had. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's like one of those cards you need to, like, if you can kind of set up with it correctly, you can definitely get a lot of value from it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad card, but, like, you have to, like, have, like, the right conditions to, like, really get the maximum benefit. But overall, I do think it's a pretty good Link card. Like, definitely, when all the, like, the legacy support started getting some Link stuff, like, some of it is very questionable, but Conductor seems pretty solid. Come on, Jaden. Finally, Jaden summoned Elemental Hero not Deep Ocean, just Ocean. He's not that deep. Once per turn, you can target a hero monster in your grave. Oh, it's not too bad. He's like the monster recursion composing to Woodsman. A face down use. Okay. Heart of the cards. Give me Tour Guide. Oh man. That's fine. I mean, we were kind of greedy on that one. So we could normal summon Fiendish. See if we could bait out anything on a normal summon. The censorship. I mean, it, you know. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely has a lot of censorship. Although on the cool side of things, Orlando, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but at least in the TCG, we have something called Lost Art promos, which are basically the original art designs in Japan to Americans. So like they're kind of starting to loosen up a little bit on the censorship because they do realize that Yu-Gi-Oh's gone to the point where it's a bit more complex for a children's card game. So I think you might get some more of those coming out here. So I guess what we could do is we can always pop attack. He'll be at 3-card advantage. Do I really want to go with that one? No, because that seems to be a bit too passive. No, it's fine. We'll just go with the Dante Milfy and just do. I wish it could make you go wet if you go really deep. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong, especially if we're talking like a big ocean. But I mean, like you can see the top of the water here, like up here. So he may not be that deep. He might be like maybe 10, 15 feet deep. I'm not that qualified to be an ocean guy, but to me, it looks like you could see the top of the water. So he's not that deep. Mill 3. Not bad, not bad. We do have the seer that we can bring out. Phoenix Rhino Wars Effect. Yeah, we might be able to go for an OTK here because we haven't special summoned Skarm. So we can actually do that. So we'll bring back Rubik off of Seer's Mill. We'll use Fiendish to send Farfa, banish the hero Ocean. And as long as they don't have any, like, you know, whatever issues going on, we kind of won. Farfa, yeah, we'll do Farfa. You should do the rush cards. Harpy Dragon looks. Yeah, I mean, didn't Harpy's like pet dragon kind of get like a retrain? Like it's like no, it's a secret rare. Like in our most recent set, yeah, like it actually has some good utility. Well, the person taking this, you know what? Fair. Unless you see behind the camera, it's just Aquaman, just like, hi, wrong IP, but I'm just here minding my own business and doing this anyway. Like the whole, like, if anybody remembers, like, the Fairy Odd Parents, like, Timmy Turner's dad in that one episode, he's like, oh, Timmy! You know, like, what was he saying? Like, you know, as your father, I'm not gonna respect your privacy, I'm gonna bug you anyway. Man, good times. Fairy Odd Parents was actually pretty good early on, but I haven't seen it recently. As long as, oh, okay, they got it. I was about to say, if this connects, it's GG, because I don't think Jaden would be playing any type of, like, kite ride or anything. We made it to gold. Wow, we're making moves here. So we started off with, like, 6 or 60 gems. In 1 hour and 15 minutes of work, we're now at 286. I wonder if that's good or not. I know there's also like the dual runner event going on, but I'm not too sure if that's any better for grinding for gems or not. Oh, I'm sorry, 300 is where we're currently. Oh shit, AJ, you wanted to see my character levels. If you're still in chat, let me know and I'll pull them up for you. I'll give you a second to respond. I really wonder why they had the original Cosmo Smart but made him so dumb. I don't know. Because you're right, they did kind of change character. With Cosmo, like he actually had a bit more cohesiveness and like general intelligence, and then they just like simplified and made him much more less intelligent. Maybe they just felt those like a bit more funny. Have one Fairy Odd Parent who's like kind of like a child at heart and kind of dumb. The other one's more of like the full figure, interesting character foil, I guess. I don't know. Though one thing I'm kind of sad about is like, does anybody remember the special they did for Crash Nebula? I think that actually would have been a pretty decent show if they actually stuck to it. We'll auto duel Josh here. We get a response from me. Because I know he did ask to see my character levels, and I kind of told him I would show him after the match, but I scammed him, unfortunately, with it. New abilities for every Harpy in the field that gains 300 attack and defense times Harpies, and Harpy Lady 2 got a permanent new effect. Your opponent cannot activate a card when this card attacks. Harpy Lady 2 that's pretty good, actually. And is that for the TCG or is that for Rush Duel specifically? Because the fact that when your opponent can't activate when this card attacks it's pretty good. Just having that clear control during the battle phase is something I do like. Oh, Rush, gotcha. Hopefully they kind of give us a bit more Rush Duel content. I know Duel Links is getting Rush Duels here soon. But we'll see how it goes. I actually played and reviewed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel game that came out on Switch about a year or two ago. It had promise, but there was just a lot of faults with it too. So hopefully they kind of give us some more Rush content, or like better Rush content. We're way back in the Harpy 2 to counter 4-star Ladybug. Good. I miss early day Duel Links. I mean, I kind of do as well, Drapion. Like, the fact it was a bit more simplified, like, I kind of miss it too. But it is what it is. Like, now it's not nearly as bad as, like, some of the things that we have to deal with in Master Duel and the TCG. But, like, that's why I still come back to Duel Links almost, like, you know, every week or so. With Master Duels, unless I feel like just, you know, just sitting there idly just trying to play the game, like, I'll just go to this every time. I actually thought about just having Master Duel up over here while I was just like starting a duel at Master Duel, let my opponent win, build up the gauge and stuff like that. Because honestly, you can still get some pretty decent reward just by letting your opponent pretty much just Not surrendering. Like, you'll be surprised. If you don't care about your win-to-loss ratio, you can get a lot of in-game gems pretty easy. I just... Tour guide really quick. Visit the Trader E. I only trust myself to play Harpies in Master Duel. I mean, fair. If you like the duel deck, play whatever you like in Master Duel. I've been meaning to build Harpies in Master Duel. It's been a little bit, though. I've actually just been focusing on playing mainly Dinos because I'm really comfortable with that deck. But I did spend some time earlier today, as a matter of fact, building Dark Worlds. Because, like, for those who don't know, Dark Worlds got some, like, new support in a structure deck revamp release. And they finally released it in Master Duels. And I was so excited and so happy. I ran down the stairs like it was Christmas morning to see all the goodies. And then Konami hit Silva. And I was sad, but I'm still excited for Dark Worlds, so I can't wait to play that deck. Dark World fun. Dark World's fun, especially like when you combine with like the Danger Engine. We have access to stuff like card destruction. Oh, good. But I've always liked Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds, like, aesthetically just looks sick, and I like the whole discard for a card effect, not cost. Like, just, it was so good. Another Dark World follower. It's so good, Drapion. I love Dark World. Like, when I first saw Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World, I'm like, yo, this thing is sick. I remember as a kid, like, I would have, like, a Dark World deck, and then, like, the Angel, like, structure deck just, like, made those two. Until I actually got more serious in like the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Tube space community. Like, those were the decks to play. I think Cyber Age was really fun. Been trying to build a deck. Oh, that's awesome. My cards are buried somewhere, but I've actually been going through my collection here and there, and I've actually been pulling out some of the stuff. One of the decks I've actually been trying to assemble on a more casual fun aspect here in the TCG is Cyber Angels. So yeah, Cyber Angels is fun. Like, honestly, just some of the more closer modern ritual decks like Necros, Cyber Angels, and Megalith, like those all just seem kind of fun to play. I've always liked the ritual, like, you know, typing of card, but of course for like the first 15 years of the game they were kind of bad. I mean, you also had things like until like Necros came out, like I don't think rituals were really that dominant besides Demise for that short instant. That was a bit more gimmicky. Oh man. I love gold, by the way. Dark Blade, the captain of the evil world. Oh man, he's even got Pitch Dark Dragon behind him. That is sick. I actually really like this art, by the way. I've got like 4 different angel decks meant for different purposes. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like you can play the deck in multiple different ways, right? We'll just summon normal. Let's see what you got. Oh, I should have. I mean, MST, we could have done that first, but it's. I have trust issues. We'll just get with the MST. What is it? Rising. Oh my. Cybernetic Revolution, I believe, is where this card came out with. Man, like this card, like this player's deck is kind of taking me back in time to a more simpler time in Yu-Gi-Oh! I like it. I like this. This is very, very old. So detach. Unfortunately, we kind of made a mistake and special summon Seer instead of Libic. Otherwise, we could have probably gotten a summon, but it's. Barbar. Venus Rhino Warrior's effect. Sure, we can do that. We'll just send the Scarm to the graveyard. We don't need to send the Barbar. Send that to grave. And then, do we want to go? No, we don't need to go for Beard. I'm pretty sure we don't have to. So we'll set the Book of Moon. We'll go to end phase, get our tour guide from the underworld, and then we could probably clean up next one. AJ, you're back. Dude, it's good to see you, man. I'm sorry for forgetting to show you my character levels, dude. After this deck duel, I will show you our character levels. Again, sorry for forgetting it on man. He's at 1650. I love it. My rank Cyber Angel deck is just untouchable Dakini. It's so good. I did remember. Yeah, it took me like an hour, but I'm like, wait, shit. I forgot. I lost track of many Kriston decks I've made it in Duel Links. I feel like sometimes it's just so good to have multiple different variations of the deck just because it, you know, like sometimes it could be better depending on the meta. So I totally get that. I think the only deck I've made multiple different copies of was like Harpies, just because I was trying to find out what direction I wanted to go for the deck. And I think a little bit, I tried to do like some guy experimenting, and that was pretty interesting. Horn of the Unicorn. This dude must have liked the first season. Dante has Seer underneath. We could just book a Moon. This is actually kind of funny. We could book a Moon the Dark Magician, negate the attack, and then Horn of the Unicorn is going to go back to the top of his deck. The Dark Magician will be defeated by the time that actually happens. Probably going to forget a few seconds. Oh, wait, what do you mean, Puka? What am I going to forget about? I already forgot what we were talking. I forgot like 2 minutes of what I just said I was going to do. Damn. Who knows? We'll figure it out. What about the character levels? I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? Oh man, I keep forgetting. Tour guide. I forget how to play this. Oh wait, I forgot a response. Oh wait, or maybe they forgot a response because I'm waiting for them. If I mean the Horde of the Unicorn was too strong. Yo, it's ATM. Dude, man, it's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. We were just chilling with some Duel Links. I got like almost... We're trying to chill with Duel Links. I got like everything I needed to be done like really early. So I'm like, let's just do a bonus stream, dude. How's your day going, man? All right. So we are going to go into the next game here because I completely forgot what I was going to do for Agemal. So character levels, let's do it. Duel Links stream all up for it. Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna be doing more Duel Links tonight too. So don't worry, there's gonna be more Duel Links action for you as well. Wait, what's the best way how to do this? Is it through deck where you can go through all of them? Yeah, I guess this is the best way to do it. I guess. So here you go, Agemal. Here is all of our character levels. I'll go through it kind of slowly. Dark Magician can handle the Horn of the Unicorn. He's no feral imp. And I like it. Calling Dark Magician out against it. I like it. As you can tell, there's so many uncompleted or just decks that are banned. Really solid today. Played drums this morning. Walked quite a few miles for community. Now I'm going to be going to the ladies to play lots of Chrono Trigger. Hell of a date night to play Chrono Trigger. Mad respect, dude. I think after I finish Rise of 1, I might jump into a little bit of Chrono Trigger. But yeah, like almost every character I have, Agemal, is at least over 15. Usually like in the 20s to 30s is what it seems kind of normal. Ogami is almost at 40, which kind of sucks. God's at level 1, but you know, he sucks. By the way, fun fact, I got Aster Phoenix from like freaking like 26 to 40 in the span of like very casual play for like over 2 weeks because he's the next project we're probably be going into. Dr. Vivian Crawler at 44, because we played Ancient Gears for so long. We just unlocked Bastion, by the way. Isn't Scud useless? I mean, he had a gimmick, I think, for a while, but I never really was like apparent of what it is. But yeah, like most of our characters tend to hover between 20 and 40. Oh, Callan Kessler, let's go. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why Paradox has Stratos. He just does. He just does. But yeah, like yeah, these are kind of the levels that we're dealing with right now. Zayna just 19. I never really felt the need to play Cybers. Sorry. Like I like Cyber Dragons, but I just didn't really have the need to play it. You guys messed with Thessalos. That's it. There you go. That's a good point to bring it up as well. Oddly enough, for whatever reason, almost all of our Vrain characters are almost maxed out. I don't know when that happened, but they're almost maxed out, which is awesome. Very good. You haven't played through CT yet? No, I haven't played through Chrono Trigger yet. For me, Chrono Trigger was a game that I never had access to growing up. And every time I've been trying to play it, like something like some divine intervention just prevents me from playing Chrono Trigger. So I'll eventually get to it. Like I've had it installed on my desktop I have the Steam version for like so long. We'll eventually get to it. For now though, I'm going to be trying to focus on finishing Rise of 1 so I can move into the second and third entry. And then, of course, also finish Ori and the Blind Forest for that review. I'm actually really liking Ori. It's actually a very fun game. Utah is the goat. Utah's pretty good. Got to build a Fortune Fairies. I think I tried building it at one point, but I'm just like, eh. I like building multiple decks, but like sometimes I just lose focus on it. I don't think we had it either. I had an NES, SNES for a little bit, but then it was given away. I never knew what Chrono Trigger was. Again, back in the day, the only JRPG I really knew was Pokemon. Let me help you. If I decide to go for Fortune Fairies, I'll let you know, Orlando. For now, though, I already have like a few decks in mind that I'm like, I will do this, but I appreciate it. If I ever need Fortune Fairies, I'll let you know. I'll hit you up. W liking Ori, it's a gem. It's definitely a gem. It's like a good foil to Hollow Knight in terms of gameplay, because Ori's more focused on platforming and like exploration, while Hollow Knight has like a focus on like combat and difficulty in that aspect. So it's a nice foil to it. Why'd they give it away? Dude, your guess is mine. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea, man. I really have no idea. No, we're not gonna check. I have two versions. One, yeah, I think the one I tried to go for was the Content Magician one, because it was just kind of dumb having so much draw and then Magical Ice Fusion. So yeah, the one that I was going for Fortune Fairies was the Quintet one, because it's just disgustingly good. We're doing good, chat. We're doing good. I have a funny deck for Scud. I call it No. It just contains Penguin Soldier and Man-Eater Bug Spear Karibo. I love it, Puka. I actually recently tried an experiment here on a Master Duel. I built a deck that had nothing but hand traps and negates, and I called it the Nope deck. And like when I say hand traps, like almost every card in the deck was like hand traps. So anytime they would do anything, I was like, oh, I have a response to that. I have a response to that. I was kind of seeing how far it would take for people to just quit out of aggravation. To be honest, nobody did. I think like out of 10 duels, nobody actually just decided to flat out quit. Where did any of my old consoles and health go? Dude, I have no idea, man. Did you sell them all to GameStop? This is probably a go key, so they'll get a search when he goes to the grave. I don't know what the back row is. We'll actually kill him. Did I have Droll and Lockbird in the Master Duel deck? I believe so. Bottomless is actually pretty solid. I don't like that, but we get the deal. We will special the Libic. I think we only have one copy of Libic in this deck anyway, so we're losing the normal summon is not a big deal. If we can actually hit a Seer, we might be able to go for these. Because we can banish his creature and just go from there. So hit the 3. Farfight, yes, ability is good. Banish this. Then Alich, no, we're not gonna have to hit the Alich. Get rid of that. So he has 2 cards in hand. Goki is very much of a Link-driven deck. I don't know what their Link 1 is. There's really no inherent risk besides the Beatrice losing if we special summon the Seer. I'm sorry, the Scarm. The only thing we'd have is Alich, which would be a spell speed 2 pseudo breakthrough skill. But we can also summon or send anything to the. And if we do the Beatrice play, we also get a search. So I think it is worth it. We'll do it. Sounds like a lot of Counter Fairy Traps and Duel Links. It's evil when it works, right? Exactly, exactly. Middle's so bad. He's actually thinking. I try to think sometimes when I'm just suplex into something else. Okay, gotcha. I mean, I'm not super familiar with Goki, but good to know. We'll go for this. There's no way I sold them, so my mom must have done something to them. You never know, man. You never know. I can imagine, like, she's like, yeah, they're actually in my closet. Do you want them back? You'll be like, yes, I would love them back. You had quite a bit of a collection back in the day. Between the dinosaur books and the collection of video games, like, it was wall-to-wall. I am so... He's struggling. Yo, he scooped. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. GG. I'm actually kind of curious. Let's see what his deck was. I love the fact you remember the dinosaur books, dude, right? I don't know like why that kind of like came to me, but I remember the like those big dinosaur books. Dinosaurs are cool though. Nobody messes with dinosaurs. This actually looks pretty standard. 3 suplex, 1 Rescupero, Whiskobra, Head Bats. Head Bat. Seems. I mean, I think they need to have more finishing moves. I'm not too sure what the Goki does this time. That's fine. I think we might be able to do like a few more games, and after that, we'll probably have to head off and be productive. And then we'll be back later tonight and like do more Duel Links or some card games. Biggest regret is selling all my cards in 2015. Stupidest thing ever, dude. I hate to tell you this, but yeah. Do you regret selling them because you miss having the cards, or just the financial aspect? Because I can tell you this, from somebody who's been selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards since 2011. The market has tremendously spiked to such a degree that's stupid. For certain periods in Yu-Gi-Oh, I should say. Like, it's ridiculous. Like how some commons are going for like, $5 when they used to go for like maybe 50 cents. Anyway, continuing. Normal summons because of the pandemic. The pandemic definitely had an impact for sure. But even with the pandemic kind of gone, like still some of the values just like, for example, when Flunderies was a huge thing, before they reprinted Rise of the Mega Monarch, the enhanced version, I had no idea that secret rare was sitting at like 50 to 60 bucks when I had my copies for like $3 a piece. So like we sold those off really fast. And I got so lucky because like a month later a reprint was announced. It was super easy to get. I'm like, oh, thanks the whole. Miss having them. Oh, fair enough, dude. Were they the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the Pokemon cards, or which specific card game? No, not Dad and oh man, that's painful. No Beatrice for this play, so we're just gonna go to end phase, grab our tour guide, and continue. Oh, but yeah, the card market is usually pretty unpredictable at some points in times. It really is. I remember a while ago, I actually bought a ton of ultra rare Labyrinth of Nightmare First Ed and Unlimited Mask of Restricts, and then like 7 years later, they actually shot up in value thanks to the Monarch Structure deck as a good counter to them. Oh, Galaxy Knight, I see. Interesting. We have a Lightning Vortex. I'm pretty okay with that, actually. We can just nuke the board, and then we can use Tour Guide to make into whatever. So we'll try to do that, really. It was Pokemon Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Masters. Dude, as bad as this sounds or as cool as it sounds, I still have all 4. Because I actually really loved Duel Masters as a kid. I still kind of do, actually. I've thought about streaming some of the old Duel Master games, but I've never gotten around to it. If anybody would be interested, just let me know, because I would totally be down to do some Master shit. Magic I got back into recently thanks to Dustin, and of course Pokemon. I have like a few decks around that I can play with people from time to time. But I feel you, man. Like card games are like some of those things like with as kids, like it's just cool to have the sentimental attachment to it, keep them. But of course, life does happen. Summon Tour Guide. That's a special collection. Some of the stuff I actually had to get like after, like like some of the stuff was actually obtained like in like later on. Like I don't have my OG Duel Master cards anymore. Like I actually repicked some of them up because some person was like just selling a ton of them for cheap because of course in America the game is dead. So I'm like, all right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me the nostalgic memory. Drought. Oh my God. Like Drowning Mirror Force is just like, we've popped that card so many times today. It's absurd. Mill 3. That's fine. Not bad. Not bad. Barbar. No, we already have enough for lethal. So we're fine. Again, enough for lethal. So we're good. Go to combat and swing at Kaito. Quick and wild, and it came and went. It really did. I think a lot of people are like, it's like a more simplified version of a Magic the Gathering, which to some extent I agree with that. But there were for different dynamics like the evolution mechanic in the shields and how those operated But I get you. Apparently, though, Duel Masters still succeeded very popularly in Japan. And Duel Masters is actually still going on to this day, believe it or not. They tried bringing back Duel Masters in like the early 2010s under Kaijudo Duel Masters, but it didn't take off. It's very interesting how they tried bringing it back. But I feel like Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast just did not do a good enough job promoting it, because I didn't know until like a year or two after it already died out. But, you know, you live and learn. And honestly, I'm pretty sure there's like some kind of like Duel Masters English thriving like community where you can still play the game. Honestly, for those who don't know, there's a Steam game called Tabletop Simulator. You can pretty much play almost any card game onto it. Duel Masters being no exception. Dustin and I figured that out, and I tried showing it to him. He's like, this is just Magic the Gathering. But I'm like, no, it's different. Trust me, it's different, bro. The cards, they're different. Duel Masters walked so that Hearthstone and Shadowverse could run. That's an interesting take. That is definitely an interesting take. I mean, I can see kind of some... I mean, like with most card games these days, like there's always going to be a little bit of similar to it. Like Shadowverse, Hearthstone, they're very similar. Dragon Ball Super's card game has some elements from all the other card games aforementioned. I think One Piece is kind of similar, where it has like a mana-like system like Magic the Gathering. Though I have yet to really look much into the One Piece card game. What else have I played? Cardfight Vanguard. I tried playing Vanguard, but I just couldn't really get into it. Like I might try again at some point. There was actually a game that dropped on Steam that seemed like a good game to play, but it was like $70 for like a card game. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. But like Cardfight Vanguard, I don't know, maybe it's just not for me. Then you have like Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap's actually okay. I did play Snap before, just never really stuck with it. I tried not to play too many card games like in a digital forefront, because like it's hard to like have all of your time allocated to them without like getting too far behind. Like, come on, like seriously, like I'm still in gold and silver. Like I barely get to play Duel. Sundays is usually the day to do that. My brother's addicted to it. Oh, which one? Marvel Snap or which one? He's on Hearthstone every day. Yeah, he's on Hearthstone. Even to some extent, like ATM will just send me like snapshots like, yo, this Hearthstone card is busted. I'm like, yeah, it certainly is. Yep. No. It's pretty cool seeing like what's actually kind of like popping off in Hearthstone. Marvel Snap. It's not a bad game. Like it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Vanguard to some extent with like how like the placements are, but it was pretty cool. I'm just not a huge Marvel guy, so I'm like, yeah, this isn't. But I've heard it's really good. My friend actually was trying to tell me to like stream the game for like a sponsored stream, and I'll be like, yo, I can just call it the sellout stream. But so if this clip gets like, you know, brought into the future and I ever stream Marvel Snap, I'm like, shit, we came full circle. So I tried against my favorite character, the Hearthstone. Already got to gold 4. Stale is a legend. Absolute prodigy. I think we'll do one more duel and then we'll hop off and we'll be back in a few. We usually stream Duel Links on Sundays around 9 p.m. Pacific time. So for those, I'll be like in about 4 to 5 more hours. But yeah, we'll do one more duel. But I gotta say, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's actually been a lot of fun. We made a lot of progress in grinding for gems. And again, it's just also really cool to hang out with some people I haven't seen in a while. Kind of like Orlando, Go To Potato dropped in, and of course Drapion, and also meeting new people like Major Zero. Appreciate you guys.
It's my turn. Raid Raptor tribute Lanius.
Oh, that's a duck. That's a bird. So Lanius sent Mimicry Lanius. Vanished Mimicry. Oh my god, so many reads. And of course, seeing Stale too. Stale's been popping every now and then. It's good to see that dude. It's always good to see it all Stale. I can't keep up with the cards. But Stale's been falling for 3 years, 2 months, and 17 hours. That's amazing. I think you joined the community, Stale, when I was doing one of the Yu-Gi-Oh spinoffs. Am I right? When we did either It was either Falsebound Kingdom or Duels of the Roses, I want to say. So Four Strix I know is a searcher. Falsebound I knew was one of the two, but I was feeling it was Falsebound because I know how much you have a passion for the game. It's a very interesting game, I will say that. Hearthstone, basically Demon Hunter Casino Simulator. Oof. Nothing less, nothing more. Hearthstone is fine. If I didn't already start playing Shadowverse, I probably would have went the Hearthstone route, but I'm like, the game's already similar enough. I'm just gonna stick with what I've already been playing. Plus, I like the anime aesthetic a little. Load on my C deck and actually need to play through it. Are you gonna do all 3 campaigns or just 2? There's like a 3rd campaign with Joey Wheeler, right? Raid Raptor, what do you do? Oh, Soul Shave. Hey, half your life points to target Raid Raptor monster, give your special summon, then special summon 1 from your extra deck, 1 exceed, but 2 ranks higher. God dang, he's not slowing down, so he's going for, oh, Solda. Solda's basically a Black Horn of Heaven. I haven't seen this card in forever. So they have, so basically they're just telling me to F off when it comes to special summoning and special summoning monster. I really don't like this. But I've never actually seen Solda played in Raid Raptor, so that's actually kind of interesting. I never did the throw, so I want to play through it. Dude, let me know how it goes. Oh my god! All the... He's literally just not letting me special summon anything. Like, he can negate a special summon, he can book a moon a special summon, and he can negate a special summon monster. But this is in spell speed too, so that is... Plus with 2 back row? Oh my god. Shay, who hurt you? Who or what hurt you? Oh man, this is actually pretty rough. I think he's got it. We need special summon for this deck to function and work. Oh my god, an MST for an MST, fair trade. So fair. So we could bait it out, so he'll probably negate that. Then we could... No, there's really not much I can do. Like, we'll try special summoning the Farfar. He'll probably negate this. We'll Solda, because he'll probably be like, oh, you're probably gonna go for a rank 3. Yep, you're sold. Oh, Nightmare. He's Book of Mooning it. Okay. Okay. So in response, we'll Book of Moon the Solda. Well, that's actually kind of good that we played through that. So now we don't have to worry about the Nightmare. And we also have... Oh, wait, this isn't a once per turn. Never mind. I thought it was a once per turn effect, but it is what it is. Last deck I played in was AM Vanity Monarchs. I love it. Monarchs are so much fun. Like, honestly, sometimes just playing anti-meta is pretty fun. I don't know, like sometimes, like I remember back in the day I used to play like a Fossil Dyna deck where you just like give him like Moon Mirror Shield and it would just set you up because you have something that's just always bigger than your opponent's creatures and they can't special summon it. God, this was pretty brutal. Unfortunately, he had to, like, if Nightmare was only a once per turn, we would have a way to go around that, but unfortunately we just don't. Are you still playing a Master Duel at all still, or did you kind of drop that out of curiosity? Because I know when Master Duel first dropped, you and I would actually like sometimes chill in the Discord and just talk about the game. They're playing Phantom Knights? Oh, interesting. Might just be like another extender. They don't perform well consistently. Unfortunately, they really don't. Like, if you can get a pretty good setup, then you're good. 8 access blind decks, for example. Ah, fair enough to me. I played Master Duel for about 3 weeks and then hard dropped it. I mean, it's fair. I think, if I remember hearing correctly, I think Master Duel had a huge, like an extremely huge, like game, like turnout base, like where people jumped into the game. But so many people dropped it just because of what the game has evolved into, and they did not remember the game being like. We'll just get rid of raging at because like that was the biggest problem. Like Konami Master Duel brought a lot of people in because they're like, oh cool, Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember playing that the game as a kid, but it didn't have a whole lot to keep the new players in. That makes sense. That's enough for lethal, unfortunately. I came back to Master Duel for Dark World support. Yo, I love it, Drapion. I love it. For me, how Master Duel in my relationship is, like, I'll passively, you know, keep playing every now and then, like maybe a few days, like once every few days. And then eventually they'll do something that just gets me into it. So like my consistency with playing Master Duel is kind of like a wave. There's higher peaks and then eventually just dips down. When I first did the extra zero deck event and then I played Dinos, that was a peak. And then after that event, like it kind of just dropped down a bit. And then Dark Worlds came in, I'm back. You gotta love the green screen in the back. I feel that. Like sometimes just having a really good deck that you're really happy about, like it can just change your attitude towards the game. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Had a lot of fun. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me tonight. And we'll be back later tonight for more Duel Links or more Yu-Gi-Oh content in general. Kind of tempted about playing Yu-Gi-Oh Forbidden Memories for the PlayStation 1, but I'll probably just do Duel Links since I don't have Forbidden Memories set up on this PC. But with that being said, Major Zero, thank you for the follow. It's always good to hear somebody who likes Dark Worlds. Appreciate you dropping into our community. With that being said, let's see if anybody is we can. Not a whole lot of people actually. I know are playing Master Duel Links. We'll do something later tonight. All right. With that being said, though, everybody, I'll see you guys later tonight. And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'm still terrible at any of these streams, but again, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys later tonight.